What is up, basketball fans, and welcome back to Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast, where today we are going to give our votes for NBA awards at the end of the season. We're going to give our votes right here. You know, there's only about 8 games left for everyone, but we're going to give our votes. It's fine. 8 games isn't going to change my vote. This episode is brought to you by J Bar M. J Bar M Barbecue is just a couple blocks away from Toyota Center. Go check them out today if you're in Houston, heading to a Rockets game. Go pregame or after the game, go to J Bar M Barbecue. Shout out to Zing Zang, America's #1 Bloody Mary mix. Go get it wherever you get Zing Zang. I get it at the liquor store, but you can get it at Target and other places. We love Zing Zang, America's #1 Bloody Mary mix. Shout out to Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. I'm joined always by Josh Garcia. How we doing, bud?
Hi, I'm so excited. Cook's house. Whose house? Cook's house.
Coop's house. Coop's house.
Oh, yikes. I'm a little scared though. You kind of laid out the details on me, and I'm almost as scared of Cooper Flag as I am Con Knipple, because they're just besties at this point. It's hey, don't let a white boy get hot. White boy summer is looming. Stone, I know you're very excited. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, I had a great weekend. I went to the Houston Open PGA Tour event yesterday with Dez. Had a good time there. Got a little sunburn. Got a little sun on the neck. Felt good to be outside and have some good weather, even though it was muddy everywhere. Ruined my shoes, but it's fine. Mississippi State's dead in every sport, so giving up on them. But the Stars clinched the playoff spot, so I'm doing pretty good. Yesterday was a great day.
Sure. Can we get an update on Mississippi State baseball? What's going on there?
So they won the title in 2021, and my rule with every one of my teams is a 5-year grace period after a title. Don't have many titles. Like I have that one. I have 2 Astros
I like
titles.
that rule of thumb, even though you've experienced 2
Astros titles, and I have the Dallas Mavericks 2011 title, like 5-year grace period. So anything and everything that happens to those teams for those 5 years following a championship, I cannot get too upset at, is my rule. We're nearing the end of year 4 of this title run from Mississippi State in 2021. The first year following the championship, injuries everywhere. Can't blame the guy. Offense was better than the year that they won the championship, but the pitching staff all died, basically. Everyone had to get Tommy John. It was terrible. Like I had a terrible time, but couldn't get mad at it because it was injuries, 1, and 2. They just won the title, so it was fine. The following year, no injuries. Pitching staff sucked. They fired the pitching coach last year, midseason. We recoup. We make it to a regional. We should have won said regional, and we did not. But got closer. He got to the postseason. This year is an abomination. Great recruits, top 10 recruiting class every year. You should always be in the top 10 in baseball. You should be in the realm of hosting regionals and super regionals at Mississippi State. You should be going to Omaha every other year, every year. That is the expectation for the fan base, for the athletic department, for everyone. We're nowhere near that. We have 1 SEC win so far. Got swept by Texas. We beat LSU. We had a 6-0 run lead against LSU in game 2 in the second inning, and we lost 7-6. And then we had a masterclass from a great Pico Cone. Love Pico. He had a great outing and only allowed 1 run. We lost 2-1. So yeah, the 5-year grace period is that jig is up. I am ready to fire the coach.
Ladies and gentlemen. It's over.
Chris Lemonis. I don't call for many people's jobs, but I will call for yours and Nico Harrison's at this time.
Wow.
And I will not be taking any questions.
No questions. No hands up. No questions. Wow. Thank you for that. That's my college baseball fix for this year.
There you go.
I'll see you in, when do they do it? June, July?
Yeah, Omaha in June.
See you in Omaha, buddy. Can't wait to see the I don't know, Texas Longhorns lift up a title.
I'm gonna be rooting for like DBU to make it to Omaha.
Sure. Shout out Baptist Universities, kinda, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
DBU always has good pitchers, I've heard. Some kid I went to middle school with went there.
They used to hit the piss out of the ball too in 21. Sick team.
Yeah, Yankees bats. Can we talk about the Yankees bats? This isn't a baseball pod, but this is serious business.
So yeah, apparently it's legal. I want Jordan to start doing that because that'd be cool.
All it takes is one person to, make the trend.
I got Yankee fans throwing fits right now on Twitter. I just replied cheaters to one of MLB's tweets of them hitting like the 15th home run of the series or whatever, and I was like, cheaters. It's only reply. It's very ironic. Obviously, we're Astros fans, but that's the point. Which they were cheaters, the steroid users, the sign stealing for 10 years. Like we've done it all with the Yankees. We've been there. We've done that. So it's still funny. Yankee fans are in a tut. Like they're just losing their minds on me on Twitter right now. I'm having a great time.
I mean, the bats look like large champagne bottles. I mean, this is serious.
It's a bowling pin.
This is real deal shit. I don't understand why more teams haven't done this before, especially if it's within the realm of legality.
Right.
So imagine Jordan with that bat. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Isaac Paredes in that Crawford box. With that Crawford box batting stance. Boom.
Get Christian Walker one of those. He's already hitting 110-mile-an-hour lineouts, so let's just give him one of those and elevate the ball.
Fuck it. He's hitting 110 home runs with those bats. I mean, dare I say. They're saying the balls are juiced again.
They very much look like it in New York.
Sounds like it to me, buddy. I'm excited for what's going down over there. Going to be in Sugarland plenty this season. Yeah. Can't wait.
Lance McCullers, Sugarland debut today.
Only gave up how many runs?
2 runs in 2 innings, so not. But he threw only sweepers and sliders in the second inning. Is what he's working on his pitches. He doesn't care about the results. So,
okay.
Yeah. All good.
Just like old times, Lance. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. Hand up. I'm kidding.
Just like 2020.
Yep.
Or 21. Whenever you were playing.
Welcome back, Lance McCullers.
Welcome back, buddy. We'll get into the college basketball March Madness tournament real quick. Final Four is sort of set. I don't know what the Auburn score is right now, but I would assume Auburn is going to play Florida, and then we got Duke and Houston. We got that one correct in our bracket. The bracket fell apart immediately, but Duke and Houston, we got that part right. We got that side of the Elite Eight right. We did all that. So quick 1 minute on your Houston Cougars versus my Duke Blue Devils on Saturday.
Sure. Uzan, Cryer, Francis, Terrence Arsenault coming off the bench, Beaumont legend Terrence Arsenault. We are seeing a basketball team of all proportions. This is levels of the game I haven't seen in a very long time. Every game feels like they can't shoot. No one can shoot. Whoever is playing us cannot shoot. It's a very fun time because you're just causing 40 minutes of biodomestic terrorism on the floor. And if that's what Kelvin Sampson wants, that's what Kelvin Sampson gets. So, Duke, we're ready. I'm scared. I can't say that they're scared, but I'm scared. Cooper Flagg, this is your time. Your draft stock is already at an all-time high, even after the injury that you sustained in the ACC tournament. But, man, if we can contain Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple, white boys of the summer, white boys of the year, arguably, because Joe Burrow had an off year. Not that wise, but team wise. We could be looking at a Duke Florida title game. We could be looking at a U of H Auburn title game. I don't know. But I don't know, Jim. I don't know. I'm excited, man. This is real hype for the city. I'm excited. It's been a fun 2 weeks. Got to keep it up.
Yeah, the tournament hasn't been like otherworldly this year. There were no upsets. It's been pretty chalky with the matchups. Obviously, we're looking at possibly 4 number 1 overall seeds in the Final Four, which is not a bad thing. You're going to get the best basketball for the best 3 games of the tournament. So I don't hate it. White boy summer might be getting started early. It's been in the 80s recently. It's almost 90 in Houston this week. So white boy summer might be getting started a little
Take those shirts off, baby. Everybody.
Early.
The Funk Flex take the money out of the cash register, but it's for Houston. If you're white and you're a boy, take those shirts off. Well, when you're walking outside, take those shirts off.
It's looking up for us white boys over here. I got called out in the prospects chat, our Apollo prospects. I just said y'all are going to get waxed by Cooper Flagg on Saturday, and everyone started coming after me. Very funny. Eric called me out and he said he didn't know who Cooper was until the beginning of this month, and I was like, buddy, if you think I didn't know about Cooper Flagg 3 years ago at Mount Verde, you're mistaken, because I've been following Mount Verde.
College basketball at 17. This is ridiculous.
I've been following Mount Verde for 13, 14 years now in my life. Like, I've been pretty dialed into the basketball mecca of the South, Florida there.
No, we're just saying
for high school basketball. I mean, they're the best team in the country every year.
Did IMG fall off? What's going on there? Do you have any?
I don't know, because like D'Angelo Russell, all these guys RJ Barrett, Ben Simmons, all of them go to Mont Verde.
That's all of them. Is that Cade and them, or is that another?
Yeah, Cade. Everybody went to Mont Verde. So I mean, everyone goes there. Every person that is going to probably be a number 1 pick in the NBA draft, if they're not foreign, they're probably at Mount Verde. So
wow,
yeah. RJ Barrett, number 1 player in the country going into Duke. He went to Mont Verde. So it's just like everyone goes there. So yeah, I've been following. I knew about Coop when he was in Maine before he got to Mont Verde. Like I'm a ball knower, guys. Come on.
Yeah, this guy watches basketball. He only gives up basketball for 2 weeks during the season. Nothing else. Nothing less, nothing more.
Yeah, I got suckered back in, and I couldn't help it. It happens.
That's
Speaking
right,
of basketball,
dude. RIP Juju Watkins, ACL, man. That's sad
yeah,
stuff.
USC fans need to fucking chill, dude. Holy, because like it was a weird play. It was a non-contact play. Like she's obviously getting guarded. Like she tore her ACL. It's very unfortunate. I hated that it happened. Obviously, it happened against my team, my Mississippi State Bulldogs. Obviously, so people are all over the player that was guarding Juju in her comments on Instagram, on TikTok. They're getting after the Mississippi State women's TikTok. Like they're saying killer, all these kinds of things.
Wow.
Ridiculous, by the way. She didn't cause the injury. She was guarding. She was playing basketball. It happened. Happens to everyone. Kyrie lost his balance the other day because Jonas Valanciunas was in the way, basically, and stepped on his ankle and lost his balance and tore his ACL. I'm not yelling at Jonas Valanciunas. I'm not getting into his comments. Like, it sucks. It was a basketball play. Shit happens.
Well, you're a mature, grown adult, and I think that's awesome. Stone, you just hate to see star players get injured.
Yes.
Right hand up. Hate to see it. I don't know. Does that affect her stock? Does that affect? I don't know. Is she going to the draft next year? I don't know.
I don't know. Paige is going to be in Dallas though.
Paige, Miss Goat,
40 points in the Sweet 16.
White girl of the summer.
White girl summer's back.
Mask presenting white girl of the summer, dude. Let's get turned straight denim puffers too all summer.
I've got the best Tex-Mex, Paige. He just hit me up.
We're sending her to camp. We're sending her to camp, the Dome, all the clubs in Houston. We're sending her there as a guest speaker. We're doing honorary luncheons.
It'd be great.
Honors. Just because she's in the state of Texas. Nothing else.
You don't have a WNBA team right now, so that counts. It's your WNBA team.
Wings, the Wings would be the closest, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a fun team. Basketball, Josh Giddey, redacted name, obviously. And we talked about him last year when all this shit came out, but kind of good at basketball now. Had a game winner the other night. The Bulls will never miss the play-in. They will always be good enough to make the play-in every single year. They will never miss it. And they will never tank, and they will never sell parts. They sold.
Well, when the 10 seed in the East is 10 games under 500, it's kind of hard not to miss the.
It's that meme of the guy looking at the girl with his girlfriend holding hands, and he's looking back at her. It's Reinsdorf just doing that, but the play-in versus lottery pick.
Right,
that's what he's doing.
This is awesome. Real Chicago Bulls basketball is coming out. And we were talking about a pre-show. Like, does this matter if it was, if it's in the part of the season that doesn't really matter? Yeah. But we're seeing Matas Bazulis going crazy. He's dropping 28 bombs, 30 bombs. He's a fun guy. I like watching the man play basketball. Kobe White having a good time out there. Really league pass vibe guy of the year, arguably. Not vibe guy of the year, league pass vibe guy of the year. He's been really fun to watch. Like, I know that he was on an upward trajectory, but to this rate, I don't know. But in regards to Josh Giddey, obviously it's very hard for me to talk about. But he's good at basketball. And I hate to say it, and I want to say that the Bulls won that trade as of right now.
Yeah. It seems like that. He's been consistently playing. Obviously, he's gotten better. Stats are better. Playing on a worse team, so he gets more minutes. He was getting pushed out of that rotation last year in the playoffs. He couldn't hit a three last year in the playoffs and during that Mavs series, and they just started benching him, because his defense was fine, but he couldn't hit a shot. And the whole reason he was out there was because he needed a shot. And yeah, I guess he's just hitting a stride with Chicago, like a change of scenery. Like, he's not on a team that's 10, 12 deep basically now. He's kind of one of the main guys for Chicago. Like, it's a good situation for him. And Caruso, obviously, he's been hurt a little bit here and there. He's played sub 50 games this year. So the defense is awesome for him, but his offensive production isn't matching or surpassing what Giddey did last year for OKC. So I don't know if it's technically a loss, but seems kind of like it right now. We'll see what happens in the playoffs, obviously, with Caruso.
Josh Giddey's doing the Harrison Barnes method. Just be good enough to where you can stay around and stay starting on a team, whether it be good, bad. I'd even go as far as to say the Rudy Gay method. Just be a starter, efficient. Not even efficient, just like a playmaker. Yeah, just be a decent basketball player. Be a playmaker. That's all you can do, and get paid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good for the guy. Good for the guy, I guess. It's kind of hard to.
Did he get a contract with Chicago?
Not that I remember, but I think next year he's due for one. I could be
think he's
totally
up this
wrong.
summer, right?
He should be up this summer because
I think he was up for extension last summer, so that's why they traded him. I think that's what it was. I could be wrong.
Maybe Lonzo Ball came back at a discount. Remember that?
He
2 years. What was that? 2 years 20, 3 years 30.
So. Yeah, there you go. 2 for 20, I believe. But yeah, so purgatory. Love the Bulls. They love the purgatory. The Memphis Grizzlies did something strange this week. They fired their head coach. Kind of just out of the blue. They're very much in a playoff position right now, the 5 seed, like very much in the playoffs. They win a decent amount of games. They have really good players, and strange to do it less than a month away from the playoffs, like 3 weeks from the playoffs starting. Like, that's just strange to me that they just, you know what? We were going to fire him this summer. Might as well just do it right now.
That's so strange. He was losing the guys though. Like they were mid-game scuffles. They were what's that video of Taylor Jenkins? I think he was dancing while they were down 20. So there was kind of signs pointing to where either he wasn't taking the job as seriously, or maybe we had more of a deeper and better look as to what was really happening. But I feel like because we don't know the direct details of it right now, this is one of those stories where you got to kind of, if you're a league passer of the Memphis Grizzlies, you might know more directly about as to what's going on.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen on League Pass, from what I've seen kind of around and stats and media, whatever, they were losing against good teams and they were beating the bad teams, and it was just enough to kind of keep them around for the past 2 months, and they're still like in a standalone playoff spot, which is great. But apparently they have this assistant who is like a Turkish, I want to say. But some kind of European mastermind, David Blatt style. So apparently he's going to be the, coach for the foreseeable future, at least till the end of the season.
Yeah, you see this. You see this in hockey a lot. Just saw this past week, Torts from Philadelphia got fired with like 12 games to go on a team that's not good, and they're not going to make the playoffs and whatever. Like, in that sense, sure, if you're going to go ahead and fire the guy in the summer, might as well just get him out of the building now because the players don't like him, whatever it is. This one is strange because you're just in the mix for the playoffs. Like, you have a chance to win a playoff series. You can maybe go to the second round, maybe somehow make it to the Western Conference Finals. Like, it's very possible they have the team to do it.
They just have guys. They just have a lot of
dudes. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that they did that. But
watching Santi Aldama highlights, like mellow pull-up jumper style, like as much as I can.
Yeah, so I don't know. Memphis, I didn't have a lot of faith in them going into the playoffs because Ja Morant isn't the same Ja Morant we saw 2-ish, 3.
Is that Taylor Jenkins' fault? Is that Taylor Jenkins' fault? Maybe.
But Ja Morant saying he's not going to dunk, is that Jenkins' fault? Like, is that his suggestion? Like,
I don't know, Jim. I don't know.
Jim. Ja Morant should probably just dunk.
Play the game, damn it. Play the game the right way. Play the game the way that you want to play, Mr. Ja.
Strange. Shout out to Memphis for giving us a little topic there.
Sure. Yeah, that's all we get, just a topic. Yeah.
I haven't talked about y'all all year.
RIP Say-So P, who got shot in Memphis last week, one of Sauce Walker's artists. Sauce Walker got shot too out there. So
Rip Young Dolph.
Rip Young Dolph, that's right. I still want to get the trading card of the Ja Morant rookie card with Young Dolph in the background. That's so sick.
And yeah, it's a good one. You gotta find that.
When I get money, it's over for you, bitches.
Now, for the meat of the episode, this isn't a zinger thing, but we're going to do an award show. As if we are voting for NBA awards, as if we had a vote. This is how we are voting for the main awards, and we'll start it off with MVP, and we'll go to Depoy after that. I know we talked about doing Depoy first, but we'll do MVP. MVP of the 2024-2025 season for me, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Best team, monster offensive season. Jokic is still the best player in the world. Voter fatigue or storylines or whatever is going to lead this to be Shai. And that's why I'm going Shai, because I want to be on the right side of history. That's the only reason. I would vote Jokic to be the best player, but Shai is the best player on the best team. So I get it. Shai.
Yeah, like the LeBron method. Like, he's only won, 3 MVPs, but he could have been MVP 4.
He should have won like 7 or 8 in a row.
Yeah, I would say he could have won it for, we can make an argument for 10 years. Jokic is and will be the best player in the world for another 5-7 years, or if he retires next year, if he wins one more and retires, I don't know. The playing with horses method,
Yeah, that's gonna happen eventually.
That could come out soon. But Shea, good job. Like the way you play is really fun, and I'm kind of tired of being like, oh, free throw merchant, because like I'll league past Shea, and I'm like, his movement is like ridiculous. And people have been saying this throughout the season, but I'll regurgitate whatever. Like his movement, he moves. Every move has a purpose. Like the way he moves and plays the game is so purposeful. He's not sitting there, running dribble ISO ball for no reason. Like every step, every jab, everything that he does feels like it has a huge purpose, and like you can kind of see that with how good their team is now. So
it's
good job, Shea.
It's a lot. It's Luka, but with if you give him like Energizer Bunny legs.
Yes,
he knows how to find his spots on the court to where he knows he is going to have a very high percentage shot mid range, or he's going to get fouled. Like he just knows how to get to the spot and knows how to manipulate the game to where he's either scoring 2 points, or he's getting 2 points in a free throw, or he's missing the shot and getting 2 free throw shots. Like you can't fault the guy for it. Like he's just very good at getting to his spot, and no one knows how to stop it.
Mm-hmm. All the MVPs shoot 10 free throws a game anyway, so what difference does it really make?
Yeah.
I'm kind of going back on the other side of the pendulum, and I can't wait to hate him when inevitably we either see them in the playoffs or whatever happens.
And I love watching Jalen Brunson play, and they play very similarly.
No.
They do a lot of the same things, and they both are very good at finding their spots, and their ability to get fouled is very high.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson does the throw up the left hand and knock your head back. Genius. The level for this shit.
Beautiful.
Mona Lisa of basketball.
Depoy, Defensive Player of the Year. Josh, who's your vote for this? Because the leader in the clubhouse, betting-wise, not sponsored by a betting company, but betting-wise, it's Draymond Green, because he bitched about it.
Because he said that he deserves it publicly.
and now somehow the betting odds are he's a minus favorite. He's like minus 240 or something for it, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Like, what are we talking about? I look, man, and I'm gonna save my vote for a guy, and of course, you know the guy. But I'm gonna save a vote for the guy eventually. But for right now, Evan Mobley is probably my number one. Because like he's a complete anchor. Like it could be one day it could be Jared Allen. Because they kind of are almost like you're gonna hate me. Well, no. The viewers are going to hate me for this. Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon type vibe whenever they're both healthy.
Sure.
Little Twin Tower situation over there. But the way Evan Mobley plays and anchors the defense in the paint, like this is like, I hate to say it, but it's really one of one. And once Wemby came out, and became disqualified and, has been dealing with all the health issues, I think Evan Mobley deserves it. But, there's another man who we'll talk about in the MIP race who I think might deserve it a little more. A little less. Still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, Mobley probably is the correct pick here. Anchors the best defense on the best team in the East, and arguably the best team in the NBA. Maybe not record-wise, but up against OKC, they're right there with them. And when you anchor that defense, where there's not a lot of defense around you, like there's two guys on the court that really play defense, and everybody else really doesn't to a high level. Whereas OKC has 4 dudes on the court at all times that play really good defense. So, yeah, Evan Mobley is a great pick. I'm going to go Dyson Daniels. He's doing something we haven't seen in 20 years. 3.1 steals a game. We looked it up before the episode, and we haven't seen that since Chris Paul in 2006, 2007, somewhere in there. It's been 20 years since someone's had this many steals in one single NBA season. He plays defense against the best ball handler or wing that every team plays against them. Like, he does that on a team that doesn't really have any defenders and doesn't have a lot outside of Trae Young on offense. Like, he's doing all of that for them. And when you average 3.1 steals a game, steals are kind of a funny stat. Like, obviously, Luka and Kyrie were in the top 10 last year. James Harden was top 3 or top 5 in steals for a couple of years there with his MVP bouts. And steals are funny, but 3.1 steals a game is not like a normal thing.
No, yeah, we this is like really important. Like I don't see why a stat like that shouldn't, be a kind of make or break. Obviously, we can sit here and look at the nerd stats and whatever, but 3 steals is nothing to,
Because with Depoy, they look at blocks. Like, that's mainly the thing that happens every year. Like Gobert and Draymond and all these guys that have won it, Giannis, like they're very good at defense, yes, but they looked at the block stats. That was one of their anchors of their argument was blocks. Why can't steals be an anchor of my argument?
Yeah.
Sheldon scoffed at me last week when I said Dyson Daniels for Depoy, but I'm doing it.
Look, man, you might as well nickname Dyson Daniels the Stalker because this is, this is serious business. This is levels to the game that we haven't seen in a long time since Amen Thompson. I mean, truly, that's like 1A, 1B in young defensive-minded guards, and this is like they both play the game really fun, and I like when they match up against one another. Amen Thompson silencing Tyler Hero the other night. My goat getting his revenge. Woo! That get back a motherfucker.
This has been a power forward center award for far too long. I'm ready to see a guard or a wing, like a real wing, a real guard, like win that award because they're really good at fucking defense. That's cool to me. I want a guard to win it. Whatever. Roy, Rookie of the Year. There's really one correct pick.
All right, you say it on three.
Season long.
Say it on three.
This is a season long award, by the way.
Stephon Castle.
Yeah. He's been the best rookie since the start of the season. In a rookie class that wasn't. I mean, Jared McCain had a great 15 games or whatever to start the season, and would have very much probably been in this conversation on a very bad team, but would have had the stats to do it. So. Yep. Castle's the right pick here.
Stephon Castle, we can sit here all day and be like, oh, his hesitation is really cool. The way he moves in the paint is crazy. Like, he almost reminds me of like a young Stephon Marbury minus the kind of, like he would go on big men. And I saw like there was actually a skit of this on TikTok, but the way he would like guard up against big men in the paint, he would just like run over people and like jump 5 feet forward and then like hop step 5 feet back. Like,
love that.
Stephon Castle doesn't do that necessarily, but like he's a guard with prowess and he goes in the paint and he like holds his own. And I think that's really cool. So as of right now and how this, draft class turned out, for a minute there, we thought that Zach Edey might have a chance. And it's too bad that Reed Shepherd maybe played 20 games this year, 30 games this year.
Tough. Yeah.
It is what it is, which makes me wonder if the Rockets get Cooper Flag, what are we going to do there? I'm just saying.
He just takes Jabari's starting role is what happens there.
Wow. I didn't say it, folks.
I'm not a Rockets fan, though, so everyone come at me. It's fine.
Everyone come at him.
He didn't say it. Sixth man of the year. Who's your pick? Sixth man of the year.
Oh, I don't want to, I don't want to zing while everybody zangs here, but Malik Beasley. I'm kind of tired. I don't want to talk about Peyton Pritchard. He's like so streaky on defense, and like he even has
streaky on scoring.
I was gonna say he has stinkers too. Like he's not an amazing player. I'm surprised that he's made it this far, but he's on a non-sponsored betting app minus 10,000 or minus 1,000, which is crazy. Like, what are we talking about? Malik Beasley, and I don't like talking about the guy, but like he makes his threes. He's not efficient. Don't make him dribble. That's all I have to say. Don't make him dribble. Don't make him shoot free throws. He shoots 65% from the line. He's 0-3 Bruce Bowen out there. But damn it, he makes his threes, and he's a pretty good basketball player that likes to smoke weed after games. Let the man, as long as he's not hurting anybody anymore,
let the man bake.
Let him do what he wants, right?
Let him bake. Malik Beasley's probably the correct answer, but I'm going different. My vote goes to Russell Westbrook, the Denver Nuggets.
Sure. Resurgence.
He's actually been really good this year, and he's like the second most important player on the Nuggets.
On a banged up Nuggets too.
On a banged up Nuggets, and he's coming off the bench. And Jamal Murray, he's had a handful of games here recently over the last month where we're looking like, oh, okay, Jamal might be back. Michael Porter Jr. hasn't been stellar this year. Aaron Gordon hasn't been the same this year. Like the Nuggets are just not the same outside of Jokic. Jokic has been incredible. The second most important player on this team. Like if Russell Westbrook has a really good game, odds are they're winning the game.
Yep.
And he's had a lot of really good games.
And he's been getting starter minutes in some instances too. But let's be nice to Aaron Gordon here. I think he's still fine this year.
Very good. I think there's just been regression from the rest of the whole roster essentially, just slightly.
Sure.
From 2 years ago, from last year, etc. Like
the KCP effect.
Some people are saying.
Both hands.
It didn't work for Orlando, however, but that's okay. Russell Westbrook, my sixth man of the year pick. Most improved.
Huh. You want to go first?
Yeah, I've already said this guy's name, Dyson Daniels.
Okay, yeah, Dyson Daniels. That was my guy. The stalker. We're gonna get that trending. The stalker. I like that.
I mean, the Hawks are just not alive without this guy. They're not in the play-in. They have no shot at the play-in.
Completely agree. Like you're dealing with like some of the like best and most like fast type of defense, and like all of his other stats have improved almost by double. And we're sitting here talking about, Cade Cunningham needs to win MIP when he's only raised his points per game by 3 points, and he's still played pretty much the same amount of games like as he did last year. Like he wasn't hurt last year. People forget It was the year
That's
before.
something that you brought to my attention because the Pistons stunk so bad last year and you were watching Pistons games for no fucking reason at all whatsoever last year. But
people forget.
You would always text me, turn on the Pistons game. I'm like, I'm just not going to do that. I just will not do that.
I watched 10 last year. Yeah.
You told me that Cade Cunningham played 62 games last year. So 3 games away from being eligible for All NBA and awards like this. It's like you're eligible if you played 3 more games. And they just shut him down at the end of the season for shits and giggles to secure pick. No way, shape, or form is this award for Cade Cunningham. If you were playing 62 games last year and you improved, you look really good. You're going to make All NBA this year. I get that. But you were number 1 overall pick. You were touted as the guy that's going to make All NBA teams. He's going to help turn the Pistons around. He's going to be their superstar for years to come. Like all of those things. When you're touted like that, and this isn't like Jalen Green, because you knew his floor was smaller or like lower than Cade Cunningham and you had to build into it and all that kind of stuff. Like if Jalen Green just had his season last year and then turned his march into this entire season, he would be very much in this conversation for me. Consistency.
Just stop giving this award to already established players. Like that's all I'm just tired of that. Like it boils. It makes my brain boil. Like I'm so tired.
Just because he had a good decent leap this year does not mean he needs to, like, he's in what year? Are we in year 5 now? 4?
He had a team leap. And sure, he's been more efficient, and he has 3 more points a game. That's awesome. Like he's a great player, but we've known that he's a great player. We never knew that Dyson Daniels was such an amazing like defensive player, and is like kind of coming around on offense too. Like he's not
competent. He's competent on offense. Yeah. And he's elite on defense.
Exactly. Like that shit is cool to me because when the MIP came out and even in like the early to mid 2000s, like we were seeing guys like, and obviously I don't know if he directly won this, but like on the same level of like Josh Childress or like Josh Smith win these awards. I'm just wow, seeing your face, that was funny. But I'm just naming guys here: Paul Millsap level, Corey Brewer level. Well, Paul Millsap's a little better than them, but you get the idea. Vote for Millsap. Remember that in the bubble year? That was
People
fun.
Forget.
Yep. Vote for Millsap. I need that jersey bad.
Yeah, most improved. Dyson Daniels, both there. Yep. Coach of the year. This usually goes to a newer coach that led a team that wasn't in the playoffs last year and has very much solidified themselves into a playoff spot. I'm going in a different direction. Still with the new coach, first year with this team, has taken this team from a 5 seed last year to the number 1 overall seed in the East. Very much in play for best record in the NBA. Like they were on pace for 74 wins at some point to begin the season. Like insane. Kenny Atkinson, Cleveland Cavaliers, my coach of the year, turning the same roster into a significantly better product, a more polished product. They're better on offense. They're better on defense. They're one of the best teams in the NBA. We didn't see that coming last year with the Cavs. Like we just kind of wrote them off immediately and then coming into the playoffs. So we're like, I kind of like the Magic here just because I like their defense better.
And that series sucked. Did it go
was
7?
The worst series, the worst NBA playoff series of watching.
Did that series go 7 or no?
It went 7. Very much went 7. It was disgusting. Man. I can't believe it went 7. I watched the first game and I tuned into 0 more minutes of that series.
I don't think both teams scored over 100 like maybe once that series.
That was so gross.
So disgusting. But shout out Kenny Atkinson. That's the ethical correct pick. But I'm gonna go in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
JB Bickerstaff. I mean, tripling your team total in wins already with 8 games to go. Like you're doing everything the right way. You're playing the game the right way. Damn it. I love Jalen Duren. He's so fun. There's so many layers of Pistons basketball that make me want to watch more. Ronald Holland. We love Ronald Holland. You wouldn't believe it, folks. I love Michigan, the automotive industry. Wow, folks. Love Detroit basketball. This is a fun brand. I'm excited to not only see them outside of the play-in, like I said, have an individual playoff spot. This is sick. So good for them. Yeah. Shout out JB.
It's the Tolo Smith effect. People are saying.
Many such cases, folks. Many such cases.
Tolo Smith has no effect on this team at all whatsoever, but I will write that into history. Mississippi State Bulldogs kind of in the NBA, sort of adjacent. That counts. Counts for me.
You said he got a 2020 game
last week. He's had 3, I think, now in the G League, so good for him.
Good
since
for
him. Since he got that contract. Shout out to Quindary
Weatherspoon. Buddy playing my career out there.
Shout out to Quindary Weatherspoon though, NBA champion 2022.
Spur legend.
Mississippi State, Golden State Warrior legend.
No, there you go. Sure.
There you go. He won a championship. People forget.
He came in the same year as Keldon Johnson.
Came in like 2018, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 2019.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to Quindary. Q,
right.
as they called him.
Q, my goat, Q. We can't say that name, since the Impractical Joker stuff. But yeah. Sad day.
We've lost 2. The punishments are getting a little dark.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Allegedly.
Little dark. Allegedly. Yeah, obviously. It's just a note tab.
Yeah.
We don't know how. I don't know. It's not in court yet. I couldn't tell you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's awesome.
Allegedly. But not bad.
We love basketball over here.
Love basketball. It's great stuff.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so that's are we missing any awards here, or what's
we're probably missing like Clutch Man of the Year, and there's probably one other award that we're not going to talk about, but those are the main ones that actually matter,
That's right. Killed it today, Stone. Always a pleasure.
Good stuff. Well, we got the Final Four this weekend coming up on Saturday, and then the championship game on Monday, so we won't talk about that until the following week, but March Madness, it's almost over. NBA playoffs almost here. MLB's here. Doing all kinds of things.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah. Sold out of merch today. Get the pre-order for our new H-Town versus Everyone shirts on apollohou.store. They're available for another few hours as you're listening to this, I think up until 12 or 1 p.m. today as you're listening to this. So go pre-order it if you want it. H-Town versus Everyone revamped 2.0. It's an awesome shirt. Great quality. Made in Houston by Houston people for Houston people. So go check that out at apollohou.store. Shout out to our sponsors, J-Bar and Barbecue. Just a couple blocks away from Toyota Center. We love them. Best barbecue in town, cheapest drinks in town. Go to J-Bar and Barbecue. They got free parking too. So if you want to just park there and walk over to the Rockets game, you could absolutely do that. Shout out to Zing Zang, America's #1 Bloody Mary mix. We love Zing Zang. They've got ready-to-drink cans of the Bloody Mary, so it's already got the alcohol in it. You can go on the run, or you can get your own mix, make your own mix and alcohol together. You can put as much or as little alcohol you want in there with Zing Zang, America's #1 Bloody Mary mix. Zang responsibly. Shout out to Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Paul's Wing Joint. Go check them out today if you're in the Houston area. They got 14 locations across Houston, so chances are if you're in Houston, you're near Big City Wings. Josh, thank you for joining me. This has been Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast.